Hello, beautiful soul tribe, and welcome to 365 Days of Healing, exploring what is Loosh. May not be a term that you've come across very often, but it certainly is a term that is becoming very well known in this awakening process that many of us are going through. What's going on with the establishment, with the agenda that's being rolled out to enslave humanity. Loosh refers to, and I'm going to show you some images here. Loosh refers to the aspect of our collective energy field. We have to understand what our energy does in terms of being siphoned off by lower astral entities sitting in the fourth dimension. We call them the Archons or Archontic force. The Archons can literally siphon off our Loosh. Our Loosh would be our fear, our anger. Also, when we're caught in a overly materialistic way of life, believing that is the way that we need to live, that we need to fleece others in order to get ahead. These are all negative vibrations that create a collective energy field in which can feed into this archontic force. So they are literally surviving via our Loosh. Anything, as I said, of a low vibratory nature, fear, anger, being materialistic. Anytime you're in a perpetual state of despair, hopelessness, where you feel that you have no sovereignty, you have no personal power. Now, these are all programs that are fed by the insidious programming coming via our mainstream media, coming via collective thought forms. You may hear it from your own parents. They may be requiring you to give your power away with a false belief that you don't matter, that you are what we'll call the little I, instead of being the God or goddess incarnate here, having an earthly or human experience, but you are all that is, that ever has been, and all that ever will be. You literally are the creator experiencing your own creation. When you claim your rightful place as the creator from the undivided realm into the divided realm, from the singularity of the monad, from the God, goddess force into the godlet. We liken this to a droplet in the ocean. You can take the droplet out of the ocean, but it is still the ocean. It is the holographic representation of the whole. And that is who you are, my darling. You are the godlet. So your energy cannot be siphoned off by these lower astral entities. When you dwell in a space of pure creation, knowing and claiming that that's who you are, you actually are rising out of three-dimensional consciousness into at least five-dimensional, fifth-dimensional consciousness, or even higher. Fifth-dimensional consciousness, we talk about that because it's an easier way to see where we're going from 3D to 5D. These archontic forces are dwelling in 4D. It's an energetic realm, but same as our thoughts and emotions, energy, they still exist. It's not that it doesn't exist because, oh, what's this energetic realm? It's like, well, of course there's energy. That's who we are. In fact, the physical body is just vibrating atoms. It's not even real. It seems solid, but actually it's not real. It's just a lower oscillating vibratory rate. It's a slowed down, denser frequency, but we are always in flux. We are always in a perpetual state of motion. We are energy beings. So where are you going to direct your energy? Be aware of the false programming that comes in via these archontic forces because they want to stay alive. They need to feed on our Loosh. So all that we have to do is starve them of their food supply. Now, why wouldn't you? How can you harness your personal power? How can you rise to your highest knowing that you are the creative principle? As creator, you are in a perpetual state of love, joy, and peace. You cannot be anything else. So claim it today, claim it in this now moment. Be courageous in the third dimension to stand up to the tyranny that's coming at you. Even if you've got to go so far in your heart and mind that you would literally give your life for it. I'm not saying you'll give your life for it, but you've got to know that your sovereignty and your claiming of yourself as that creator being is the most important thing that you will ever do. This is what you have come to do. And of course, you will be tested along the way. And so the Archons are simply playing their role. They're doing their job in order to activate you. So you don't direct hatred at them, because that would be the insidious trap. If you direct hatred at them, you're feeding them. And I know it gets confusing for people. It's like, well, shouldn't I hate them? Identify the characters in the game. See yourself on your own hero's journey. You need the ultimate opponent in order to activate. Otherwise, you won't become the hero. When you know that you dwell in your loving, peaceful, powerful vibration, you don't feed the Archons with your Loosh. You don't get stuck in having to grab, gain, materialism. We've been conditioned with that, particularly in the Western societies, but it's coming into Eastern societies, of course, as well. You don't have to be fearful. Every time they tell you to mask and lock down and, the vax is coming at you, you don't have to give your power up to that. Observe it, be aware of it. I'm not saying don't allow the fear or the anger to float through, because it's emotion, it's energy in motion. Let it move through you. Witness it, stand back, go into internal motion. Internal motion is the part of you that's the creator, observing it all, witnessing it all. External motion is the emotion, the mental fluctuations, so your thoughts and your physical experiences or sensations, pain maybe in your physical body. But that's out there. There's a part of you that's always in here, the creator being, that's just the perennial witness. Watch it all float by, let the emotions move, and then move back into creator self. Create not as a reactionary process to what the Archons are feeding you or what the agenda is feeding you or what the tyrannical government is feeding you. Create just purely because you came here to create. You don't have to react. You just create. Remember why you came here. What was your particular purpose for coming into the third dimension to have this earthly human flesh experience? Why did you come? What did you want to do here? Now get back to that, create that. Don't let them have your Loosh, darlings. Don't let them have it. They're just playing their role. They're doing their bit, but you're the commander. You're the one who has the power. So shine on, create. Mwah, love you all.